Hey guys, just two points I want to make here on Monday, April 13th that are for the record, observations and facts. Just want to point out to you guys, Alan, this gentleman right here, I use the word gentleman sarcastically. He's not. He is a fraud. He is a liar. He is a psychopath. A psychopath who sits on his channel and tells everyone we're going to be raptured out here by April 12th, yesterday. He says this on, a week earlier. He'd actually been saying it for weeks. But 1 week before April 12th, he's telling all of his followers in his cult that they will be raptured because they are special 10% of the bride who is pure and holy and watching. And I guess all the people right here on his screen are all part of that group, right? All of you people that are still here on April 13th, congratulations. You have fallen for a fraud and a absolute psychopath because Alan sits on his channel and makes these statements and prophesies, sets himself up as a prophet from God with revelation from God, new revelation from God. So he's going full tilt. And he tells all of you fools, you're going to heaven by Sunday night. And then he says at the same time, but send me money in my PayPal account so I can keep my ministry going. If Alan's right and Alan's a true prophet of God, he doesn't need money. He doesn't need anything. So let's look at his little get together that they had Saturday the 11th. This is the day before he's supposed to be whisked to heaven with all of his other fools. Let's see what they're talking about here. And by the way, I didn't watch this whole thing that's 3.5 hours of self-congratulatory nonsense. Okay? I didn't watch it. I just randomly picked spots in the video to listen to because I knew I would come across something that would be revealing. But here's what they're saying.
But the understanding is this is now, it's a revelation.
It's a revelation.
It's an understanding. And whatever happens, this is where we're going on with,
So whatever happens, whether we're raptured or not, this is what we're going on with. Because we're never going to give this up, man. We got thousands of people following us and sending us money. So this is what we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep going on no matter what happens. And all these sheep are sitting here nodding like, yeah, amen, brother. They're all hoping to get in on the action somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're there. I mean,
we're there.
we'll be on.
We're there, says this arrogant little cult leader.
On edge and questioning until that moment comes tonight, but
you'll have no.
Okay, did you hear what he just said? We're going to be on edge until that moment comes tonight. This was Saturday night. This was Saturday day. Let me back it up here a second just so you can hear this utter fool say what he said again.
They're not all out the window, actually. Some of them are good books, Alan. They're not all about it.
Yeah. I only meant the direct one speaking 7 years, yeah.
I only went and had a look today and I thought,
no. Notice the attitude.
Oh, that'll go, yeah.
Notice the jovial attitude, the, very, very unserious attitude for what he has been prophesying. His attitude doesn't match what he's prophesying, guys. He's talking about the end of the universe as we know it. Billions of people dying and being judged by God. And this is within 24 hours from the moment he's sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the understanding is this is now, it's a revelation. It's an understanding. And whatever happens, this is where we're going on with,
Yeah.
We're there.
We're there. I mean, we'll be on edge and questioning until that moment comes tonight, but
you'll have no fingernails left.
I'm not a nail biter. Once we stop talking about it, I just go watch a show. I'm just like, just something to turn my mind off. And my wife would say, so that show you were watching, wasn't this about that? I'm like, I don't know. I was just looking at the screen, when I
see this jerk, this arrogant little jerk, slime ball, he doesn't believe anything he's saying. He doesn't believe anything he's talking about. Do you idiots on the screen right now even remotely understand something? This guy doesn't believe a thing he's talking about. He is chuckling. I guarantee you he turned this video off and shook his head and said, oh my gosh, what a bunch of idiots these people are, believing me. And then giggled and cackled to himself and went to his bank account and took out some more money and bought a bunch of whatever because he didn't use it to spread the gospel. Because I see no fruit from that. All I see is more videos. Goes and watches a show. Yeah, I know the end of the world is upon us within hours. But I'm going to go watch my show. I'm going to be real nervous as it comes down to the wire. You know why? Because the arrogant jerk knows he's going to have to come up with an answer as to why he's still here. And he's nervous about that. He's nervous about coming up with another lie to layer on top of his 30 other lies he's been telling you. Arrogant, pompous jerk. And yes, I'm mocking and I am scoffing. You know what, Alan? I told you so. You're still here. I told you. We warned you. Those of us who have a small, even a small amount of truth left in us can easily see that you're a fraud and a deceiver. And you can join your friends, the other frauds and deception out there, the other date setters. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, you're done. So just as another point of fact of reality, here's this absolute hype-induced nonsense purveyor, Geoffrey Grider, who loves his hobby of watching for the rapture, and he wants you to pay him for it. He doesn't want a real job anymore. Jeff just wants to sit around all day and write fear-mongering, hype-induced blog articles and get paid for it. That's his dream job. He's having a great time, this guy. All right? So here he is with this utter crap. He wrote this on, I don't know, April 3rd, right? So he listened to some other idiot on the internet that claimed that according to the world clock, we're going to be at 7, whatever, all these people are going to be alive on earth during the Passover and the resurrection, so Easter, all right? And of course, Jeff can't resist jumping on it. This breakout crazy 2020 year of eye-popper, yeah, blah, blah, hype, 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 hype. Geoffrey is putting all of his cards on the table right now. He's betting it all, man. He's putting all of his money on the table. Because nothing is going to happen again, because Geoffrey keeps guessing things are going to happen and they don't. And this time he's like, oh my goodness, I have to get it all in here, because I got one more chance to save my little business thing I've got going. So the fact, he says, during the fact that we will have a global population of exactly this number at some point during the same week, which was last week, it's, to me, quite astounding. Yeah, Jeff, it's an astounding new thing you can throw into your blog to get attention. That's what it is. None of this matters at all. You guys are numerologists, which is demonic, which is satanic. God never taught us to use numbers like this, ever. The number 7 is featured prominently in press. So what, Geoffrey? That doesn't mean you know what numbers mean in the world around us. So anyway, I've said all that to say, let's click his link to his source. Ready? Monday, April 13th at 11:30 a.m. Oopsie. Way off. It's not even going to hit this until tomorrow. Yeah, I'm mocking and scoffing. I'm going to mock and scoff my way all the way through all of your crap, Geoffrey and Alan and all the rest of you. You betcha I'm going to mock and scoff. This stuff deserves to be mocked. At least so that, if nothing else, people can see the grim reality, the raw truth that hits them in the face, because they won't. Geoffrey is not going to get up on his little blog and type up a new blog and say, you know what, guys, I'm really sorry I led you down the path of, thinking that this was going to happen, first of all, and second of all, that it meant something. I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to delete that article, but here's why I'm deleting it, because I want to show you that I've got humility when I'm wrong. No, Geoffrey Grider never, ever admits he's wrong about anything. Geoffrey Grider knows everything. He's a dispensationalist. If a dispensationalist would ever admit they're wrong, they're not a dispensationalist anymore. Because by definition, you know the Bible 100%. You know everything about it. You've got it all figured out. You've cracked the code. And so anything else you say is also right. Because your whole life revolves around the Bible. So if you would ever say, well, I was wrong about something, well, then you're not a dispensationalist. By definition, you cease to be what you say you are. So, anyways, for whatever it's worth, that's two complete failures by these charlatans, two more in the long line of failures.